Welcome back again. So we'll be continuing the previous video, to which I would be asking a statement and Mr. Abraham Verghese here would be giving his opinion about it. So this time it is, love unexpressed is not love at all. What is your opinion about it, sir?
I can say it's very ripe and ready to pluck, but its importance is also very necessary to understand.
Okay.
It is as important as having food. It is a glue in society. It is a fundamental need in any society. And generally it is understood that it is the consequence of love that results in us being in this world.
Okay.
I say it is as important as food because it is very necessary also as a kind of nutrition in our daily lives, because it brings us the calmness and the joy and the satisfaction and the humor that makes people relax and enjoy the privileges of life. It is a difficult expression to refer to love without having to sometimes break down what all love corresponds to. Because when we talk about not responding to love, we have got to try and understand which kind of love it is. There is the love that is provided by parents at an early age.
Sure.
There is the love between brothers and sisters or brothers and sisters together. There is the love with your friends that you develop in school, until, of course, it starts entering the adolescent period, when that love transforms into something that is very close and very dear. It is very uplifting. It is very encouraging. It's a big boost. And you feel as if you cannot do without it, which is extremely healthy. But if it exceeds a given point, you will be focused on it rather than the other things that you're supposed to be learning in life and experiencing in life. It is very sad to note also that while love is necessary for us, very few of us really express the deepest feelings that we have in relation to love. This is one of a feature complaint from women who need to be reminded often enough for their commitment to a family and their work in the family about how much they are loved. It can take the form of a gift, a flower, something nice, if you are a person who's reluctant to speak it out to her. And that generally happens with a period of time where you think you can take it for granted. But women do not take it for granted, and they would like to be reminded that your love still remains for them.
Sir,
yes,
does it just specify to women?
I think so, because men don't feel that urge to be reminded about the love of a woman. He experiences it by seeing how she behaves and how he's being treated, and all that he absorbs as the love of the woman. Okay? But for a woman, even though she loves to serve, loves to look after the children, loves to look after the home, she cannot be taken for granted. So she needs to be reminded that this is love. I do love you very much. I do care for you very much and the kids. And sometimes you can add it with a little present as a reminder of what it means to you.
So what about the ones who can't express their emotions?
That's right. I was coming to that. Those who can't express their emotions feel that it is very female-like, very effeminate to express that view. And this macho view has a negative effect on the family, and particularly the woman who might be sensitive to the need of being appreciated or the need of being respected. Now, in the earlier days of our societies, the father would love his children deeply, but he would refrain from expressing himself, particularly to the eldest. And he would keep a cross face to talk about his seriousness, to express his seriousness about what he means and his control over the family. These days, that is not relevant. And you are missing out on a wonderful relationship with your child, particularly your eldest child, who is the one who has grown up in the family and to whom you first learn to communicate as an adult. That boy or girl, whoever is the eldest, will take his or her turn to give priorities within the family to the mother or father as the need arises through the process of life. But if you are difficult or threatening or over-controlling, then you will have negative vibes from the child, and the child will always keep saying, no, nothing's wrong, shrug his or her shoulders, or say, no, I'm all right, and walk away. All because it is the fact that he or she is afraid to express himself or herself to the father who's known to be strict. It's a dreadful shame because there is a lot to learn from exchanging mutual love and from hiding it where it is of no purpose. If you express yourself to the child like a human being and treat that child more or less as your equal till a certain age, then that child feels free to talk to you, to make you understand their problems, and you can share also the stories and the difficulties that you had to make them understand how the process of life works. But all this will be missing if there is a negativism from your side and there is a fear factor acting over it. Remember that love and forgiveness are two very important factors in life. Our ancient books, our teachings are full of it. And of course, on a subjective basis, I would say that it's easier to give and express love than forgiveness. We might forget, but we rarely forgive. And that is a nasty negative habit or a retention of a feeling that is of no help to anybody.
But there is a belief that forgiveness and love makes a person weak.
No, yes, I can agree. I can agree. It is for those who think that they are very macho, that showing love and showing forgiveness is a sign of weakness, it is a sign of cowardice, and it's a sign of being unable to take care of yourself. Well, the contrary may be true, more true, because they have the inner strength to deal with love and forgiveness in a manner that the other person may not have.
So, I hope everyone had an interesting conversation all throughout. This is the end of the video. Thank you.
Thank you. Namaskaram.